Let's just sit here for a minute.
Here we are.
Exactly on it. It's not good. Already.
If there's somebody down here with us, can you let us know that you're here?
There's a lot of trash out in here. Can somebody help maybe clean it up? Maybe move one of these cups that are over on the window? Someone knock a cup over? Or a bottle? There's a lot of trash here.
Can you make a noise for us?
Are you breathing through your nose?
No, because my nose is... No, my
You
nose
know
is...
how your nose is stopped up and makes that whistle sound when somebody breathes in? That's what it sounds like.
Oh, really?
Did you hear that?
Quiet.
What was that?
Okay, you need to radio that.
The paranormal, a historically disputed topic that has recently swept the globe in everyday media. These unexplained, documented events has made millions into believers, but just as many into skeptics. As a result, numerous paranormal groups have been formed to attempt to make sense of this phenomenon. Our group consists of 4 individuals who all met in a bar and realized we had our own beliefs and personal experiences with the paranormal. Together, we make a diverse paranormal team, each with very different backgrounds and skill sets. We aren't your typical paranormal team.
Nurse, can you come and help? Whoa, something just touched me.
Thank you very much. I think I just saw you.
Whoa!
We all came together with one goal, to prove or disprove the paranormal in each location we investigate. And we aren't concerned how other groups or critics perceive us. We just let the evidence do the talking. We are Taphouse Paranormal.
Alright guys, we just finished concluding our evidence review of our second investigation at St. Albans. Now the first time we were there, it was more of a freelance investigation. We tried to go in to prove or disprove personal experiences as well as claims from not only the staff and personnel at St. Albans, but also local paranormal groups that we've been in contact with. Now this time, I do believe we wanted to go back with a more direct approach. We wanted a guided investigation to get more definite evidence this time.
And what we did was we took the 2 months in between the investigations to where we could do research and kind of focus on 3 main parts through the research that we found needed to be investigated more when we returned to St. Albans.
As Taphouse Paranormal makes their way to St. Albans Sanatorium, the team discusses possible historic figures which we hope will make contact with and draw possible paranormal activity.
We're going, Dr. J.C. King is the one who established St. Albans. We got Professor George Miles.
Professor George Miles.
He's the person who opened the school.
That was the boys' school.
That's the boys' school. Good question. The biggest thing about him is like they keep saying they see a bald man.
Yeah.
He had cancer. He did early forms of chemo. So in the last years of his life,
a few years after
he would be bald. And they said he was really tall. And they also said that he was really abrasive and was not a very nice person.
The next historical figure that we will talk about was murdered over 30 years ago. Rumors have spread over time that her body has been buried somewhere on St. Albans property. Her murderer was convicted without her body ever being found. The victim's name has been removed in all footage in respect of her family and friends. The group also talks about possible names that could trigger paranormal activity, as well as get possible answers to this horrific murder. The name of the murderer, or the convicted murderer, Stephen Epperly.
But he's still alive. So.
Yes, he's still.
Well, you got to use that name as a trigger.
The team travels down a road next to the St. Albans property along the river where the murderer's car was found.
Well, and that's the thing. If you listen to the story, like this was his normal spot. Like this was where he brought girls to. So I don't
To do what? Just to sit in the car?
To hang out, just chill. So I don't think, even though the car was here, I don't really think that it would necessarily mean that her body would be here in the river.
Yeah. Well, no.
Because,
if he hung out here, he's definitely not going to
as long as
in a normal
he's
spot.
Yeah, and as long as he's maintained his innocence, I think he's a lot smarter than to bring it to somewhere that everybody knows that he brings it to.
You're right, but
I mean, I really think that he was hoping that they would take it as somebody else attacked them. You know, that's personal, just speculation. As if he parked it where he normally was and then disappeared, and she disappeared, that maybe he thought they would disregard him as a suspect and go towards somebody else that, you know, happened upon them.
yeah, but he didn't have any claims of that though. So there, he didn't claim anybody came to.
Well, he didn't say anything.
No, right,
Yeah,
right.
You know, he hasn't said anything.
After reviewing the three major historical figures, the team makes their way into St. Albans. The equipment is gathered and the anticipation builds, as this will be the team's second investigation of the sanatorium. This building has given the group numerous personal experiences as well as a plethora of paranormal evidence in the past. We can only hope to gather even more proof on this night as the team will investigate for almost 9 hours straight.
Alright guys, everybody knows that we were here in December and we did a really good investigation of St. Albans. We didn't have a whole lot of research, so that's why we're back here in March with a heck of a lot more research than we had last time. We also got Tom that's joining the group. Everybody say hi to Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, group.
He rode here with me. But basically, just so everybody knows, there's three main things historically that we can look at tonight, and those are all individuals. The first one is Dr. King, who was actually the person who founded St. Albans as a hospital, as a sanatorium in 1916. The other person, who I really feel like this is going to be the person that is down near the bowling alley. He's supposed to be abrasive, very strong, powerful guy, and that's Dr. Miles. He was the head of the school and the founder of the school back in 1892 when this was a boys' school, and died 3 years after leaving the school of cancer and had chemo treatments. So people have said they've seen a tall, bald guy, and that really kind of fits the bill for that. There's also rumors throughout the city, and that we've looked into after speaking with Dean the last time we were here, evidence that might have been buried in parts of the remodel or the addition in 1980 by Stephen Epperly, murder. And that's actually the first case in Virginia that was tried without a body, a confession, basically all in circumstantial evidence. So I really think that we might get some answers from that. One other thing that we talked about at our last group huddle meeting, whatever you call it, is there's a lot of claims in this building, and we really want to, as a group, like to search and do our investigations on historical facts. So let's try to steer clear of some of the things that are in the building that are claimed that really don't have any evidence or historical proof behind them. So we can search that way. Now I know you, Zach, and Ryan. I know that y'all have a game plan to start off. I know that me and Corey, we also have a game plan to start off. So Ryan,
I'll say probably electroshock therapy is definitely a place I'd like to check out. Again, we caught some EVPs, we caught some unidentified walking sounds around that area. Got a good feeling we could probably catch something good in that area.
How about you, Corey?
I think I'd like to start up in the attic tonight. I had a lot of personal experiences up there last time. I think we can get some good evidence up there this time. I just feel like there's a lot going on up there, a lot of noises. I think we can catch a lot of EVPs, and I want to try and debunk some of the stuff from last time.
And Zach, I know you're with Ryan on the electroshock therapy, but is there anywhere else that you'd like to go?
Right. Well, the bowling alley, of course. That's going to be the hot spot that everybody's going to. But that's the one that I felt that I had the most connection with and could get the most answers. Me personally, was down there, so that's the one that I want to hammer home tonight.
And I think I'm right there with you at the bowling alley.
exactly?
I know that I definitely want to go to the boiler room because that's somewhere that me and Corey didn't get a chance to investigate. And I really just want to see with the historical research that we've done as a group if we can actually find out if it might be one of those, doctors or professors that are in the building.
As the group reviews their equipment and discusses a possible game plan, the team takes one more walk through the facility to show the key areas to focus on.
Me and Corey actually right here had a really nice flashlight session and caught probably one of our best pieces of evidence.
If you don't mind us being here, can you turn on the flashlight for us?
Let's just sit here in silence for a little bit. Let everything register. Great.
Thank you.
Donald. Can you cut that back off for us? You just have to do the same thing to cut it off, Donald.
Just go back the other direction.
Good job. A little bit more, Donald.
Good job.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Donald. Oh, do you like playing with the flashlight?
If you like playing with the flashlight, go ahead and cut it back off for us.
As you can see, Chris and Corey get a response turning on and off of the flashlight. More interestingly, you can see a light anomaly move towards the flashlight right before the light turns on, as well as dart away from the flashlight as the light turns off. Taphouse Paranormal is not a believer in so-called orbs, but this almost appears to be spiritual energy caught on tape. The light anomalies do not appear to be dust, as dust can be seen going from right to left. We found this evidence to be quite compelling. Watch these replays of the light anomalies and keep a close eye on the flashlight. Decide for yourself if it's paranormal. Once again, take notice of how this light anomaly darts away from the flashlight to the top of your screen.
And what we're doing, if you can hear the winding of the radio and me walking around with the taser, is just trying to see if we can bring back some memories. When this was a hospital, they actually would bring in a machine called a mini mouse and would do electroshock therapy while the patient was actually in their rooms. So we're just going to walk around and let a little bit of juices flow as we go through here.
Volume to it.
Currently walking into the attic. Last time we were in the attic on our last investigation in December, Corey had quite an experience in a bathroom that supposedly a woman hung herself in.
What had happened, I was sitting on the floor of this room right over here that we're about to walk into, and I'd asked a couple questions in the bathroom pertaining to the lady's death, and I just got a overwhelming sense of dread, like I was not wanting here.
Is this bathroom right here?
Yes, this one right here. I came in here and asked a couple questions.
Somebody left flowers.
Yeah.
And I just got an overwhelming sense of dread and fear, like something I hadn't experienced before. It really felt like emptiness and darkness. It's the only way that I can explain it. And I felt like whatever was in here just didn't want me in here. And I got out of there pretty quick after that. It's one of the only experiences I can say that's truly frightened me.
Right here down these stairs that Zach's standing on, it leads to kind of a little bit darker place in this building. There was a lot of treatments that happened when this place was a sanatorium. That happened in the electroshock room that was down here. When we came in December, the best evidence that we caught, or some of the best evidence that we caught, was down here in the bowling alley. There's also a very active boiler room down here, and some speculation says that there might be some spirits here that pertain to a murder that's unsolved in Radford. Right here is where they would actually strap patients up to help them recover from electroshock therapy. And also in December when we were here, it was kind of one of the best personal experiences I've ever had as far as being touched. And the evidence that we caught on our voice recorders that backs us up is it's kind of astonishing, because you have reactions from not only myself, but other members in the group like Corey. And you also have multiple footsteps that are leading up to this event where I actually felt somebody, it seemed like, just touched my shoulder as I was actually asking for help.
Who's that?
Nurse, can you come and help? Whoa.
Did you see that?
What?
Oh, something just touched me.
I swear to God, I looked up and something was right in front of me. This is where we got some of our best evidence last time.
It's probably some of our EVPs.
Yeah, some of our better EVPs we got in this room. A lot of people that I've read have reported things that they feel like are coming right up to their face.
The following are numerous EVPs and unexplained footsteps found on our last investigation, electroshock therapy.
Could you tell us your name?
I was going to say, there's footsteps right over here in front of us. Sounds like somebody just walked through the...
Is that you that just walked right up to me? We just want to talk to you.
Whoa.
What?
Wrong with your face.
Huh?
Where's your face?
Right here.
Okay.
After we make our way towards the alcoholics ward, after review, the group stumbled upon an interesting but confusing EVP during the walk-around.
What's your stupid stuff?
Go right. Yep. Go left.
Left? Left is upstairs.
Right. Right.
Right.
Left.
We believe this may be a spirit telling us, "Let me take you to my special place." Could this be a previous patient or the woman who was brutally murdered 30 years ago?
Yep. Go left.
Left? Left is upstairs.
Right. Right.
Right.
Left. So right now, we're in the bowling alley. This is one of the hottest spots we had in our last investigation in December. We set up 2 flashlights, one on each bowling lane. And I'm telling you, they were talking to us, answering our questions. I mean, the flashlights, I've never seen them go off so fast and so quick. If you are a guy, a male, could you please turn the light on for us? Thank you. You can turn it off now. Thank you. If you are older than 20, can you please turn the light on for us? Okay, thank you.
Excellent.
Very good job.
As it is seen in this clip, Zach and Ryan are able to get responses from an entity by having a flashlight turned on and off. This activity continues for the next 20 minutes. During this time, the team captures disembodied sounds on camera as well as on voice recorder.
If there is more than one person, could you please turn the light off for us? If there is more than one of you here, could you please turn the light off?
Here you can see a response to Zach's question with the flashlight turning off. Also, you may notice in this clip, Ryan and Zach respond to a disembodied noise, which is not caught on camera, but was caught on the voice recorder.
Was that you? No, it wasn't me. Alright.
In this clip, the audio has been enhanced to make the disembodied sound more audible.
Was that you? No, it wasn't me. Alright.
Shortly after this, Zach and Ryan experience the sound of a footstep, which leads Zach to ask for an entity to make itself known. What follows may surprise you.
There's at least one guy. There's more than one. Oh, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you walking? If that was you walking, could you come closer to us, please? So there's at least one guy. There's more than one. Oh, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you walking? If that was you walking, could you come closer to us, please?
Once Zach and Ryan could not debunk these sounds, Chris radios the team to report some sort of blood found in Donald's room on the other side of the complex. Take notice at this time how the flashlight does not turn off while neither Zach or Ryan ask questions.
Hold on, we're going radio silent right now. We're in the middle of a flashlight session. I will contact you when we're done.
Blood in Donald's.
Huh?
They got blood in Donald's
What do you
room.
mean they got blood?
What do you mean?
Like, blood on
Blood on the what?
like blood on the floor.
Later, we came to the realization that this blood came from a wild animal that made its way inside.
Yeah, we were just wondering because it's wet.
Where exactly at?
In Donald's room.
Well, where in Donald's room?
Where at in Donald's room?
Continue to notice how the flashlight has not changed since we have stopped asking questions. Also take notice when we acknowledge this.
The light's just staying on now too.
We haven't answered my
Yeah,
question.
I know.
Thank you for being so patient. I'm sorry. We're talking with a couple friends. Thank you for being so patient. We'll talk with you here in 1 second. Thank you. Where was the blood at in Donald's room?
It was on the floor. I think we figured it out.
Right after Zach and Ryan go radio silent from Chris and Corey, the team begins to take notice that nothing appears to be interested in the flashlight anymore. It also appears that something walks away from the flashlight when the team catches this disembodied footstep.
Along with the impeccable flashlight session, we also got a ton of EVPs, not only footsteps and whispers, but some good answers to our questions that we kind of found out some things that we're going to research a little bit more tonight, ask some more questions about, Dr. What was his name?
King.
Dr. King. We thank Dr. King. We had a conversation with him. So this is definitely a hot spot to check out tonight, and we'll be coming back here multiple times tonight because this seems to be the hotbed of activity here at St. Albans.
TPI breaks off into two groups. Zach and Ryan head towards the electroshock therapy room, while Chris and Corey head off to the attic. Activity begins immediately as Zach and Ryan set up their camera and voice recorder and capture a pair of EVPs on the voice recorder.
I got the same one hooked up to it.
Ron is setting up tripod. What does teamwork mean in this thing?
What's that, man?
It says T-mark. It's a little button.
I've
that
never.
mark?
I almost think it is, but I'm not sure. I've never.
It flags it.
Does it flag it?
That's pretty cool.
Cool. Unknowingly, Zach and Ryan are already gathering evidence in electroshock therapy as Chris and Corey head up towards the attic. Last time we were here, we heard some footsteps by the doorway. by chance, if you're still here, can you do that again for us?
And you can see right here what looks like a simple 2x4 with flashlights coming out of it. But the reason we did this was to give our flashlights a sturdier spot in a more controlled environment for us to perform flashlight sessions. And what
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
That sounds like right on the pipes. I thought I heard footsteps.
Hello? Everybody stop moving. Hello?
You hear that knocking?
Is there anybody up here with us?
Can you make a knock?
What's that? I kind of
Just
breathe
made,
a little bit.
yeah, just made a little noise.
Yeah. Try and keep it as quiet as possible. It's
Yeah,
actually
no, it's
almost,
hard.
it's almost deathly quiet.
It
too.
is. It
It's-
is. I don't hear anything.
Last time I could have swore it was more of a heavy feel, almost numbing to your ears, and couldn't really.
Yeah.
Was that you or was that something
No,
else?
it wasn't me.
Little popping sound, mark that. We'll check that on the recorder.
Was that you? If so, come closer. We're not here to harm you, hurt you. We're just here to talk. We're here to learn more about the building, learn more about the history, but also learn more about you and who you are, who you were when you were here. Were you a patient? Were you a nurse? We're not here to harm you, so please feel free to come up to our camera, make yourself known to that, or come up and speak into this red light. It'll catch your voice and we'll be able to hear you.
Listen again, as it seems Zach and Ryan respond to what sounds like a knock. Last time I could have swore it was more of a heavy feel, almost numbing to your ears, and couldn't really.
Yeah.
Was that you or was that something?
No, it wasn't me.
There's somebody here with us. Can you make a noise?
Is that you?
No. Yeah, that creak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not making it.
It was Tom.
Alright. See flashlights. Is there anybody here?
Watch the door for a little bit.
That's what I've been doing the whole
Okay,
time,
okay.
actually.
It looked like I saw something move right to left.
Yeah, well, I was playing a little bit of tricks on me over there, though. Or last time we were here, we heard some knocking sounds to our right when me and Zach were here. Could you possibly knock on a wall somewhere around here? Let us know you're here.
What was that?
I heard that too.
Hearing a lot of wind over here. Dave's standing over there.
Did you hear that? Found it.
Something's hitting the window. Yeah.
Haha. So we found the source of her knocking. And it is something rattling the windows.
Those two, whatever those two little high pitches, look, they went that light again. There's got to be
Yeah, see, I
an
was,
explanation for that.
I thought I didn't want to say it earlier. I thought I saw something right to left, right by that doorway on the right-hand side.
Right.
Go across the white frame. But it reminded me of car lights.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, the only thing
That's blocked off.
it's yeah. I mean, there's a little light, but there's no way. We'll have to
Go ahead and get that.
go ahead.
We followed some knocking noises from the attic down to Donald's room. Figured out a little window, but we're gonna go ahead and start our flashlight and EVP session in here.
Okay, sounds good. We're still in electroshock. I'm going to make 2 knocks. If you could do the same 2 knocks after I do it, that would help us to know that you're here with us, okay? So just repeat what I do, okay? Could you do that same knock? Right after me, okay?
Oh,
That was me.
no, before you did it.
Oh, did I interrupt it?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
clear as day.
Is that you?
What? Oh yeah, that was me, sorry. Foot slid. Is that a car? Kind of a...
Yes, so. I mean, it did sound like a...
We found this disembodied humming quite interesting, as we found out there was no car driving on the property to make this noise. As Chris and Corey have settled into Donald's room, Zach and Ryan walk out the doorway into the recovery room, where more disembodied noises are discovered.
We were just in electroshock therapy, and we seem like to have a little bit of activity out here. Is there anybody out here that wasn't in electroshock that can make themselves known to us?
In these next 2 clips, you may want to turn your volume up and listen closely, as our audio had trouble picking up this evidence.
Ooh,
Do you hear that?
yeah. Let's do that doorway behind the camera.
Yeah.
This time I was out of the corner of my eye, so I can't be sure, but
I wonder what that is. Do you hear that? Did you hear that holler?
I sure did.
Yeah. Mark that on the recorder.
I'm gonna radio. Did anybody just talk really loudly or make some sort of a scream outside of it by any chance?
Chris and Corey continue to investigate numerous rooms on the upper levels, while Zach and Ryan move even deeper into the complex towards the basement level, where they anticipate a wealth of activity in the bowling alley. It did not disappoint.
Just like to introduce myself, I'm Zach, this is Ryan. We were here in December a few months ago, if you remember us. But we'd just like to know, is there anybody here with us tonight, right now in this bowling alley? Is there anybody here? Could you make yourself known? Making a knock, rolling the bowling ball, however you can get our attention, please do it. Something's here. I can feel it.
For real?
Yeah, it just went from head to toe. Alright, I'm going to do a little test. If it's the doctor, I want you to knock twice like I'm about to knock, okay? Knock twice like this if it's the doctor.
Heard a knock.
Yeah, there's one.
Ooh. There's a louder one at the end. Take mark on that.
You seem to be knocking on a lot of stuff, so could you answer our questions by knocks? If you can answer a question by knock, can you knock please?
Yeah, it sounded like a footstep, yeah.
Well, there was 3 of them. You didn't
Right.
hear the 2.
I heard a couple before
Okay.
that, yeah.
Thank you.
Is there a woman down here? Could you please let us know with a knock like this? Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. That was really good.
Even the knocks had died down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just like no response.
It's, it's like we triggered something there for a second, and then
Yeah, I know, and maybe I lost
the doctor and the women comment. Oh, she's full. I think we can put it back together.
Yeah, we can.
I need to take that back to face cam. Look at it. Oh, jeez.
That's the last thing you need to replace that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
If you're still here with us, please turn on the light. Thank you. Awesome. That was very good. That was fast. Thank you very much. Alright, if this is what we call the bowling alley, if this is a bowling alley, could you please turn off the light for us? What was that?
That wasn't you.
No.
That wasn't you moving?
No. I just moved my hand.
I don't know what. Okay. You almost got it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alright, is this St. Albans? Is that where we are right now? If we're at St. Albans, can you please turn the light on for us? Thank you. Awesome. You're getting good at this. Thank you. Do you hear that?
Yeah, that was a fun.
Yeah. And that's coming from down the lane.
Yeah.
Okay, if you are a man, like me and Ryan, please turn the light all the way on. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. All right. We're just trying to get a feel for who you are. All right, you say you're not a doctor. Okay.
Didn't live here.
And you didn't live here. So were you a patient? I mean, that didn't live here? I mean, the patients had to live here, so you can't be a patient if you didn't live here. Did you just work here? In any position, whatever, please turn the light off if you worked here. Oh, okay, thank you. Alright, so you did work here, but you weren't a doctor. So, if you weren't a doctor, but you worked here, let's see, who else could there be? Were you a teacher at the boys' school? Yes, you were a teacher? Wow,
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, it's the only one I didn't ask.
Thank you very much.
Always stayed here. The teacher's probably might have lived somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Thank you very much. Okay, you're a teacher. Is there any chance that we're speaking to Mr. Miles? Professor Miles? If we're talking to Professor Miles, can you turn the light off, please? Thank you. Wow, awesome, man. Thank you very much. Man, this is hard trying to figure out who it was. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate that. So we've heard this rumor, Mr. Miles, that you didn't like women. Is that true? If you didn't like women, could you please light up the light for us?
Light it up bright for us.
But you know, that makes sense though, because even if he didn't like them, he probably would treat him that way. You know, there's something.
Alright?
Alright, so it's not that you didn't like them. So if something happened to you when you were younger growing up that made you treat women in that way, in such a bad way that it's rumored that you did you treat women badly? Let's just ask that. Did you treat women badly? In your time here or in your time now that you're here, have you treated women badly? Could you turn the light off for us? It's okay to admit it. We're not going to judge you at all. You feel free to admit it, but please turn the light off if you did treat women unfairly.
After these particular questions are asked of Professor Miles, Zach and Ryan do not get any more responses using the flashlight for the next 20 minutes. We seem to think we struck a nerve and regroup with the rest of the team at Ops. Now Chris and Corey will take a chance at the bowling alley, hoping to catch as much evidence as Zach and Ryan, who are now located at the grand staircase. This staircase is 2 floors above the bowling alley on the opposite side of the complex.
Now let's just sit here for a minute.
Here we are.
Zach, you on? Good. Alrighty.
If there's somebody down here with us, can you let us know that you're here?
There's a lot of trash out in here. Can somebody help maybe clean it up? Maybe move one of these cups that are over on the window? Someone knock a cup over? Or a bottle? There's a lot of trash here.
Can you make a noise for us?
Are you breathing through your nose?
No, because
Making
my
a
nose
nose?
is... No, my nose
You
is...
know how your nose is stopped up and makes that whistle sound when somebody breathes in? That's what it sounds like.
Oh, really?
Did you hear that?
Quiet.
What was that?
Okay, you need to radio that. Sure, you just drop something.
Yeah, I heard that too. I'm up in the security office. Checking it out now.
So we heard it too.
Okay, I have an overturned chair outside the security office. Don't know if it'll be from there here.
Chair fell over?
Yeah.
I mean, they're below us. I mean, it could travel from the staircase, couldn't it?
Yeah, and it
Why
can
would-
sound muffled like that.
Yeah, that was loud to everybody, apparently.
Did somebody here, did y'all knock over something? Did you knock over a chair?
Do you guys want us to kind of walk the second floor? You guys got it?
Yeah, we'll go check it out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's probably good.
Zach and Ryan quickly check over a good portion of the building to see if there's any other possible reasons for the loud bang. They come up empty-handed besides the overturned chair that was found by security. Unfortunately, there was no camera placed in the area of the chair, so we cannot support it to be evidence, as there could have been possible contamination. Even though this is not evidence, this was an exciting event, and the team decides to recreate the bang by knocking over the same chair with a good amount of force.
Alright, so we're situated, so you can go ahead and try to recreate that whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll head out there and do it now. Here he goes.
That was it.
Wow.
That was it.
No doubt about it.
That was about the same as what we heard down here, too.
Okay, yeah, I had to get some power thrown to it. Because that was pretty loud. Yeah, when I picked it up, it was pretty much over by the wall. That's where it was laying when I came out of the security room the first time.
Wow.
But nice to actually catch that, though. As Chris and Corey move next door into the boiler room, they manage to find solid debunking evidence of traveling sounds into the room. Zach and Ryan go into what the team has named the newspaper room. The last time the team was in this room, we caught this Class A EVP.
It was turned just enough to where...
We came back to help you. What do you need help with?
We hoped to find more answers about this EVP, but no evidence was found this time. As Chris and Corey set up a flashlight session in the electroshock therapy room, Zach and Ryan find themselves in the observation room where they find a chilling EVP of a laugh.
If you are a child, don't be afraid. We're just here to play with you and talk. There's a ball down the hallway. If there's any way you can kick the ball in here to us and we'll play with you. But you got to get that ball over here to us. It's a blue ball.
Are you a patient here at St. Albans? You were a patient. Can you cut the light back on for me? Were you a doctor here? You were a doctor here. Can you cut that flashlight on for me? Are you a nurse? Are you a nurse in this building here?
You were a nurse, can you cut the light on?
If you're a man, can you cut the light on for us, please? If you're a woman, can you cut the flashlight on for us, please? Great, thank you. Thank you. Can you please cut the light back off? Thank you. That's right. I see you working hard. Thank you. Is this building St. Albans? If this building is St. Albans, can you cut the flashlight on for us, please? Can you cut that back off, please? Can you please cut that back off? I know you're working hard. We appreciate it. We'll slow down on the questions for you, okay? Were you a student at Radford? If you were a student at Radford, will you cut the light on for us, please? All right, thank you. Can you cut that back off, please? Really appreciate how good you're being with this. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's just getting colder and colder.
Thank you. Are you 18 years old? If you're 18, can you cut the flashlight on for us, please? Thank you. Can you cut the light back off for us, please?
Something keeps touching my neck.
Thank you. I'm going to ask you a few more questions. Were you murdered? If you were murdered, can you cut the light on for us, please? Thank you. Thank you. Can you cut the light back off, please? Thank you.
It feels like it is -20.
Is your body buried at St. Albans? Is your body buried somewhere on these grounds at St. Albans? If it is, please cut the flashlight on. Thank you. Can you go ahead and please cut that back off for us, please? Thank you. If we're speaking with if this is you cut the flashlight on for us, please? Thank you.
His footsteps.
Thank you. You can cut the flashlight back off, please.
It's getting colder and colder each question you ask.
I know.
Can't feel my toes or fingers.
Thank you. I'm going to ask the same question I asked last time, just because I want to make sure. If this is will you cut the flashlight on, then cut it off, and then cut it back on for me, please? I know that's asking a lot, but we'd really appreciate it.
The team regroups and chooses to investigate the attic once again. Here, Chris manages to catch this interesting light anomaly, which does not appear to follow any particular path. Decide for yourself if this is paranormal.
Oh, Taphouse and Eagles, this is the whole crew up in the attic.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Whoa. Holy crap.
Watch this again as we slow down the footage.
The whole crew up in the attic.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Whoa.
As the night winds down and the location appears to be losing its activity, TPI heads outdoors to a brick wall which is said to have some paranormal activity.
Okay, did you work here? Did you work here at St. Albans? If you worked here, can you turn on the light for me? Okay, thank you. You can turn the light off now for me, please. Thank you. Were you a doctor here? Were you one of the doctors here? If you were a doctor, can you please turn the light on for me?
Thank you. You were a doctor. All right, thank you. You can turn the light off for me, please. Thank you.
Was this a place for you to come out and smoke and take breaks, relax a little bit? Can you turn the light on if that's so?
Thank you. Could you please turn the light off for us? Thank you very much. We really appreciate the effort you're doing. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You say you're a doctor. Are you possibly Dr. King? Can you turn the light on, please, if you're Dr. King?
Yes. Thank you.
Did you found St. Albans in 1920? If you found it St. Albans in 1920, go ahead and cut the light on for us.
Is that a test question?
Is it because of what I said?
Maybe he's
think
responding
so.
to you.
I was going to say, because I said
What'd you
I think he knows what's up.
Can you
Like
cut the light back
cut
off
on
for us?
bright that time.
There's that skunk.
Where you see
Oh,
it?
there's a skunk.
Where?
Oh yeah, I see it. It's a little baby.
It's running. It's booking
That's,
it.
that wasn't a cat that we saw over there. That was that skunk.
No, that was a cat out
No.
Yeah, that
there. There it goes. It's
Snuck.
booking it. Look at it go.
He snuck up
You
on
better watch out for that mama.
Can
Thank
cut
you
the
for
light
your
back
answer,
off for us?
Dr.
Thank
King.
you.
Could you please turn the light off for us? Thank you, man. You're so quick now. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Can you answer this one real quick for me? If you found this building, if you found it St. Albans in 1916, can you cut the light on for us?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's legitimate.
That's
right there.
legit.
Yeah. But when I said,
Thank you,
I think
sir.
he knows what's up, he turned the light on.
Oh, so 1920 was a fake year.
Yep.
Ah, thank you, man. Thank you, Dr. King. We appreciate that. Can you turn the light off for us?
That's what I told. That's what I was telling Chris.
Thank you, man. That's awesome. Can you turn that? Thank you. You're awesome, dude.
If this building turned into what you wanted it to become, can you cut the light on for us?
Wow. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
That was quick. Thank you, man. Okay, we'll leave it there, but I need you to brighten it up really bright if it's an answer to your question, okay? If you can't get it farther, I understand. All right. Is there a female spirit here with you? Could you brighten it up really bright for us? Whether it's on the grounds or in the building, is there a female here with you? Thank you.
Can you cut that light all the way off this time for us? And we'll ask you one last question. All right, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, buddy.
Are you protecting that female spirit that's here with you? If you are, cut that light all the way on.
That's a good one for me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We appreciate that.
And we appreciate you doing that as well, protecting her. She wasn't protected in life, so it's good that she has you to protect her in death. So we do want to thank you for that as well.
After this interesting flashlight session, TPI has completed their return to St. Albans and packs up their equipment.
We found out that stair right there.
Well, I personally feel like there's a lot of claims, bad entities, things like that. But me personally, I think it's more of a lot of residual haunting, there was some possible intelligent, but demonic entities, I wasn't seeing it there at all. I didn't see it at all.
With that, I do think there's a little bit of both. There's intelligent and residual screens and stuff. I think that's more residual. But in electroshock, when we were down there, and we got, which is a direct, kind of mocking thing to what we were talking about at the time. That can't be residual. The way that was perfectly planned. I mean, it can be, but there's no chance in my mind. That was intelligent right there. So there is something intelligent as well as residual, in my opinion. There's both.
I think it was good that we used a lot of historical triggers this time instead of using more of their supposedly with their paranormal hotspot claims. I think it was good that we investigated the spots they wanted us to, but I think we got a little bit better evidence going in there with the history and researching the history behind it.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt that we did that. We went back with a direction. We went back with, tangible things that we wanted answers to. Now, I wanted to address the flashlight session. We kind of were heavy-handed with that on this investigation. I just want to say that, that's just because that's all we kind of had for this investigation. That's what we were getting the most feedback from. I know you look like you want to say something.
I think we all know that, especially with trying to use evidence such as flashlight sessions, where it's such a vague understanding of how it actually works to get the answer. We do have to take those as how we feel the situation is being conducted.
Right.
And that's why we've also invested more equipment so that we can diversify how we investigate and to receive more answers than what we've been using.
Okay, you need to redo that. That chainmail vest, oh my god, dude, I had like 98 defense on it. This guy tried to hit me with a sword. I broke a straight face through a fireball right now, and I won.
Wow.